Have you ever noticed that some brands use only text in their logos, and some use only symbols, and some use both? But have you ever asked why? Hi, I'm Graphiksha from Graphiksha Design, and today we are not only just listing the logo types, but we are understanding when, why, and where each logo type works. So, if you are a business owner, or a startup founder, or a design student, or someone who planning a brand, this video will help you choose the right direction. So before we jump into the types of logos, let's understand something important. A logo is not just a decoration or the aesthetics. A logo is a strategic identification tool of your brand. It helps people to recognize your brand, remember your brand, and differentiate your brand from others. So the types of logo you choose for your logo affect your brand perception and your brand identification. Each logo type each logo is different with use different logo types, but they create same powerful impact because each brand works differently, and so the types of logos choose for their that brand is different. So let's understand the types of logos. So before we jump into types of logos, let's understand something very important. A logo is just not a decoration or the aesthetics. A logo is a strategic identification tool. It helps people to recognize your brand, remember your brand, and differentiate your brand from others. So each brand uses different logo type, but it creates the same powerful impact for their brand. So types of logos you choose affect your brand perception. So let's see what are the types of logo. So let's start with a wordmark logo. A wordmark logo uses only brand name, no symbol, no icon. Brands like Google and Zara use wordmarks logo. Why? Because their brand name are short, unique and easy to remember. In wordmark logos, typography is everything. Spacing is everything. Later customization is everything. If you seen my earlier shot of a archives logo design explanation, you will get to know the later customization is how important and how powerful it is. So this type of logo works best when you have a name is distinctive. You want a strong name recall and you are building recognition from scratch. But this logo type you can't use if you have a long brand name or it is very difficult to pronounce like a Louis Vuitton or Chanel. They use a symbol logo. They can't use a wordmark logo because their names are difficult to repronounce. So when a brand name is too long, we designers simplify it. That's where lettermark or a monogram logo come in place. Instead of a full name, we use initials. Think of a IBM or HP. These brands simplify their long names into short memorable forms. So this logo type works best when you have a full name which is hard to pronounce or the industry is formal or corporate. You want a clean, compact identity. We will use monogram logo. Then the third type comes, that is a brand mark or a symbol logo. A brand mark uses only a symbol, no text. For example, Apple or Nike. But here is the important part. This brand did not start the symbol only recognition. It takes the time to reach that level where from only symbol people can recognize your brand. So symbol logos works best when the brand's recognition is already strong, the symbol has a deep meaning or deep concept behind it, and the business is scaling globally. So let's move on to the fourth type, that is a combination mark logo. So this is one of the most safest and the practical logo type. This is a combination mark where text and symbol used together. Brands like Adidas or a Burger King use this approach. Why designers recommend it? Because it is a flexible usage, strong brand association, and you can later separate the text and the symbol. So for the startup, this is the best option and the safest choice. That is a combination mark. So next type is a emblem logo. Emblem logos place text inside a shape or a badge. So for example, Starbucks or Harley Davidson. They feel traditional, established and trustworthy. They work well for the cafes, educational institutions, universities and the heritage brand. So next is the abstract logo. Abstract logos are unique. They use unique geometric forms instead of a literal icons. Look at Pepsi. The logo doesn't show a bottle or a drink. Instead, it uses the shape to represent the energy and the movement. So abstract logos require strong concept, clear explanation and consistent branding everywhere. So they are powerful, but only when the strategy behind them is strong and powerful. So while designing an abstract logo or while choosing the abstract logo type, keep in mind the concept behind it. It should be strong and powerful. Then only it will work. So it is a tricky, also interesting logo type. So the last logo type is a mascot logo. Mascot logos are illustrator characters. The brands like Amul, KFC use a character to create a familiarity and attract the audience. So this type works well for the food brands, kids brands or social media friendly businesses because they in this logo the main character or the illustrator character is the most attraction for this brand. So now you know about the mascot logo. What the examples come in your mind? In my mind come that is a Parleji and the Nirma because their characters, that small girl or that girl in a Nirma powder ad. So this is the main character, main element of that logo. From this we can identify that brand. That is the main advertising element of their brand. So these types of logos works best for the food brands, kids brands and social media friendly brands. So next time if you have these brand types, you can use the mascot logo. But you have to be particularly see the age group, the audience which use that product and keep in mind. So now we have seen all types of logos. So now how to choose the right logo type? Now the important question which the logo is right for you. Ask yourself, is my brand name is strong enough to stand alone? Is my audience is formal or playful? Am I building a long-term recognition? Will this logo scale digitally and physically? Your answers will guide your direction and you can choose the right logo type. So today in this video we didn't just list up the logo types, we understand the strategy behind them. If this helped you to see the logos differently, subscribe to Graphiksha Designs and comment below which logo type fits for your brand. And if this feels useful, you can share to your designer friend or the brand owner or the business owner to let them decide what type of logo they want. So subscribe to Graphicsha Design and click on that bell icon to get the notification of all the videos.